we have the example here. The most simple way is just add icon as it is. So just you copy it from your source and place it on a space where you have a white space. So we have a space to add icon. And if you are using our decks, and at the end of every hour deck, there is a set of icons related to the topic. So if we have a template about sustainability or financial reporting, at the end you'll find a set of several tens of icons related to the subject. So for example, here we have icons related to some commerce or general status symbols. So once you have this kind of source of one style icon, just you copy them simply with Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and just you place it where you want. These are the vector icons. So for vector icons, you can also change their... They have two benefits actually. They are always sharp because this is vector. So when you zoom it, you will not have distortion. They're still very sharp shapes. So the quality is still the same. Also, and another thing is you can recolor them quite easily. So you just click with the right click over here and you change the color of outline, because these are the specific icons are outline ones. So you can change their color as you like using your palette. So you can either copy them as they are. You can eventually change the color so they fit in the different background. You can also try to recolor them. As I showed you, it's quite easy. It's good actually to introduce some color coding, so for better understanding of what are the groups. So for example, here I could add the green color of the icon and also of the header of this first column, and then another color for another columns. Eventually, if I have more time, I can play also with the color of the bullet points. So I can, for example, here change the bullet points to fit also the color of this column. Let me just show you where is it. If you don't know, in PowerPoint, you go to Home tab, bullet points go here, and in bullets and numbering, you can choose the color of the bullets. So you can choose the shape of the bullet, and color is here. So if you have a template with a proper set of color palette, then you can you can use either it's your branding color or like, for example, in our case, we have this several various colors, so we can use diverse colors. So let's use the yellow here, and this way we have to also change the color of the bullets. So we create this kind of graphical consistency for the groups of content, or you can change the color like this. And the third way how you can add icons is to embed them in some shape. So for the moment they are just floating somewhere, but maybe you want to integrate them more with the content of the slides. And how we can do it, that's the final effect. We just can put them inside the shape or over the shape. So what we do, what to do in order to get effect like this, I just, let me go back, for example, to this slide. I just need to add the shape over here. So I go here, add the shape, and if I go, for example, here to oval, if I create oval with a shift, it will have the same width as a height. So I'll have a perfect circle. And for this perfect circle, I just can move the icon over here. I should put it in the front. So let me do right click brick and click with the right click mouse button. And now it's in the front. Let's make it smaller. Again, change color of the outline to white one and just place it centrally. So in this way, I can nicely incorporate icon in a circle. I can do the same with adding a square, let's say, or I can add the, let me go to Home tab, for example, rounded, square with rounded circle. So again, I can do the same thing. Let's put it in the front, change color to white, and make it smaller. When you resize icon, take care that you don't distort, so you don't do this one, because it's you will lose the proportion. The icons looks not. So for example, this zooming glass should be circle, not oval. So in order to do that, always resize icon with if you hold the Shift key, and this way the change of the size will be proportional, so it will be this, it will not make this kind of distortion which I had before. So place them centrally and you have nicely embedded icons. So that's the way how you can incorporate icons by embedding them in this kind of shape or that shape. Let me show you one more example. So we have this minimal canvas. Again, firstly, we'll add some subtle background and we either add icons which are recolored like here, or we can embed them in a shape like this. Here is one more small trick which I used. So when you put them in a shape, maybe you can add a light white contour like here, because without this one, it would look like, if there is no outline, it would look like I had with previous, but you can add white outline of some, let me just zoom it, some wider width. So if I go here to outline the weight, so the thickness of the line should be 1.5, 2 points, then it's visible. When it's less than 1, it's hardly visible on a small slide, so it's better to have something wider. So that's another way how to embed the icon in some interesting way.